welcome to The Gospel Road. I had a podcast I did earlier today, had some internet issues, but I got through it. I got it finished. Talked to a friend of mine, Patrick Albanese, really nice guy, actor, magician, done radio. He's kind of like done a lot of different things, so looking forward to that interview. It's all posted, and hopefully I edited it very well, I hope. I don't know. It's just, man, just, it is what it is. Can't always, just have internet issues. You just kind of smile and move on, choke up over it. But no, it was fun. Kind of like that. And it's been a busy week with interviews, Alex Weib and Glenn Kaiser and Jerry Bryant. And then, of course, I had Patrick today, Nick Rouse last night. Busy week. Reached out to a few other people. Hopefully I'll hear back from them. Get a couple more interviews scheduled for next week. Busy. Patrick and I were talking about that, about prepping for a show to put things together. And it's busy. It's a lot of work trying to get everything figured out. And today was just kind of a crazy day. Busy. I was late. I had to reschedule with him a little bit. We were an hour late on getting it done. And actually feeling a little bad for that because trying to get things taken care of. But it was crazy. But we did get it done. And I'm very happy about that. And then actually ended up from there, as I was posting that and then getting it on my YouTube channel, John Schneider popped up, video that he did. And it was said, rented riots, seriously. And he was talking about what's been going on this past week with the riots and the looting. And it also reminds me of a couple of the videos, with the unfortunate happenings in Minneapolis. And what has happened out of that. Because what started as a family being upset and wanting justice turned into injustice. I mean, peaceful protests, please, this is what we need to be. We need to, be aware this is unfair, unjust. And then, even here, where I am in Des Moines, we saw it with graffiti and things. And then I even saw his family come on and going, you end up hearing more about the looting and the riots than you hear about the actual reason of why they were getting together, of why they were upset. It gets lost in the mix because of all this other garbage going on. I know many cities, after coming out of lockdown, all of a sudden now you're in curfew. Every day, you just wonder where the world's going. But then again, you look in history and we're not learning anything new. We're just doing the same old thing. I don't know. It's unfortunate. And we do the best that we can, I guess, one way or the other. Pray. Ask for peace, love, harmony. If we could all just get together, get along. Remember that from years ago? Can't we all just get along? Psalms 100 is what we're looking at today. I always say, don't watch the news if you don't want to be depressed. And with me dealing with media every day, being part of it, and then I have to kind of keep up on it. Patrick and I were having that conversation and how it can really mess with your head. And for us, it's what we do every day. Try to stay as positive as you can. Stay positive in a negative world. How about that? Make a joyful noise to the Lord. Psalms 100. Let's look at that. All the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Know that the Lord, he is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving, and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name, for the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Psalms 100. Giving thanks. Gratitude. When's the last time you thanked someone for what they do at home, at work? That's one of the big things that we look at when you're trying to help someone be better, when you're trying to be better. It's being thankful for what is happening around you and being thankful for how people are helping you. One thing I was always told when I was at a station once, that I could be the hardest person to work for, but I was always appreciative and thankful for what they did. And probably a lot of that is because that's a lot of the guys that I met. There's expectations. And I'll be honest, I don't cut myself slack. I know I'm not perfect, but I expect perfection. The best that I can. And I disappoint myself and I fail many times. But you have to have that goal. I've been hearing a line for a while, which just irritates the fire out of me, and I'll say that right now. It says that's good enough for a market this size. Kind of radio jargon, media jargon. And I disagree with that 100%. One thing I learned long ago is your goal should be the best that you can be. When you are running a business or doing something wherever you are, your goal should be that business. So for me, radio, that radio station, I don't care what market you're in, should be able to compete with any station in a bigger market. So if you're in Des Moines, that station should be able to compete with the station in Los Angeles or New York or Chicago. That's your goal. It's not good enough for a market this size. That's not good enough. You're wanting to get better. I mean, that's almost an excuse of, oh, well, it happened. Life goes on. I don't need to worry about it. Move on. But that's not challenging yourself to be better, to do better. As I heard a program director tell me once, that when you make a mistake, you know what not to do next time. Not the exact words that he used, but that's the way I'm going to say it. But it's true. When you do make a mistake and you fail and you fall, you get right back up and go, that was not right. I was told two things. You learn from every job. You learn from your best job, and you learn from your worst job. You learn from your good job the right way to do things. You learn from the wrong job the wrong way to do things. It's all on gaining that wisdom and learning and understanding. It's getting that knowledge. Through that knowledge, you get your philosophy and how you are as a worker, and then how you can share that and help others to really be better, to really strive to their best, to get that next level, to get to that next step. That's where you're creating your goals of, here's where I need to be. This is what I need to do. How do I create my roadmap to get there? I need to go from point A to Z, and there's a lot of places in between. But I need a map to strategically get there. How am I going to better myself? What am I going to do to make myself do better? The things you got to think about. It's the things you got to do to really be that better person. Be better today than you were yesterday. along with that is being grateful, being thankful, being grateful for those that helped you along the way, being thankful for those that are helping you now, to really be there for them. You know, you're going to get people in your journey. Some will go with you the entire run, some will not, which is okay. But again, we have to have our group, your circle of people to go to talk to ask questions, to ask for help. How do I do this? What do you think? For inspiration, for encouragement, for mentorship. And then you become the mentor. You become that motivator. You become the inspiration for others as they're making their journey to where they want to go. It's crazy. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy world. It's been crazy for a long time. Been dealing with many, many things for many, many moons, years, eons. And sometimes you look back and look at where we are now and you go, I'm not sure how much we've actually grown, what we've learned. We're just doing the same thing, just in a different way, or faster, or quicker. More people know about it. You're not waiting to read about it in a history book. You know about it right now because of the internet, social media. It's crazy. But be the best. Be your best. Put your best foot forward. Be better today than when you were yesterday. Be better tomorrow than when you are today. Learn something new every day. Gain that knowledge. Encourage, motivate, inspire, love. Share that with your friends, with your family, at work. Be that light that they need to get through that day. It's a lot to do. It's a big responsibility. Will you make it every day? No. We all fall. But that's why we have those around us to help us through. I have my friends that are around me to really kind of push me through when I have those days. I'll be honest, I'm kind of having one of those days a little bit today. Did earlier. Knew I was going to be late, which really bothered me. But I was able to have the conversation with Patrick, which was great. Made me laugh. Good conversation, great stories. Kind of picked me up. You got to find those things. When you're really sick, you need medicine, but sometimes laughter, depending on what it is, that's the best medicine. Smile. Be happy. Be positive. Be the light for somebody. Give thanks. Be thankful. Be gracious. Show your gratitude. Psalms 100, that is what we were looking at today. As I say every day, every time I record, every time I share one of these, read it for yourself. What does it say to you where you are right now? Thank you for listening to The Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless.